All right, here we go. Hello, everyone, and welcome. We are so excited to have you here with us today for our booking boot camp. I'm Field Development Manager Karen DeValentine coming to you from my home office in Boston, Massachusetts. And I'm so excited to be here today with our amazing presenter, National Executive Director, Marna Ross. Marna began her career with Pampered Chef in 1997 as a busy single mom of 3 children. She was working a full-time job and barely scraping by. Marna learned about the Pampered Chef opportunity and she really wanted that starter kit. So she soon found that she could make extra money and have a fun night out by working her business. And in time, Marna grew her business large enough to be able to quit her 28-year career. She was 47 years old and walked away from her pension, security, and benefits so that she could focus on her Pampered Chef business. That business has taken Marna all the way to National Executive Director with an organization of over 1,100 consultants. Marna has earned excellence awards in 4 categories for many years and the Circle of Honor Award twice for personal recruiting. She's visited destinations that she really only once dreamed of by earning Pampered Chef's amazing incentive trips. And her family, they've grown up quite a bit and now includes Marna's husband, Jim, 5 grown children and their spouses, and 12, almost 13, almost, right, Marna?
Right.
Almost 13 grandchildren. Marna says that life today is amazing and totally different than what it would have been if she hadn't decided to take advantage of the incredible opportunity that Pampered Chef gave her all those years ago. So I would love for you to please extend a very warm welcome to National Executive Director, Marna Ross.
Oh, hey, Karen, thank you so much. Thanks for asking, and thanks to all of you for joining us on this cold, as we've already determined, Saturday morning. I don't think there's any place warm in the United States right now, it seems like. So wherever you are, I hope you're settled in. So I'm really thrilled to chat with you today. I love sharing, ideas that you may not have heard before. And so today I'm going to talk to you about how to win in your business today and how to win tomorrow by doing things as you're working your business today. So how many of you have had the experience of like starting and stopping your business? Or it might be that you're really focused on a short-term goal. Let's say you need to make goal this month. And so you put all your energy and all your effort into making February great. But then you flip the calendar, you go, oh my gosh, it's March and I have nothing. And that's really a hard way to do business. And it's not fun, I will be honest with you. So I'm going to chat with you today about how to take everything that you do today and leverage it into business for tomorrow. And it's really simple, and it's just a different way of thinking about everything that you do, okay? So hang in there. You can get something to jot some notes down because I talk very fast and I've got a lot of information to share. Hopefully you're a group that likes just solid ideas, like tell me what to do and I'll try it. And that's what I'm going to share with you today, are really things that you could go and work on today. So the idea of leveraging simply means to take what you're doing today and use it for the good of tomorrow, or to grow it into something more tomorrow. I'm going to give you an example here. I have it written down. I wanted to give you to use something that you already have in order to achieve something new or better. I had a different explanation of, but you get the idea. You're all smart people. But so once you figure this out, you will look at everything differently. So let's give you some examples. So first I want to talk to you about products that you may have collecting dust. Not that they're not good products, but we as directors and consultants too get boatloads of products, and they're beautiful and shiny, and we put them in a closet, and they kind of are costing us money, if you will. Anything that we don't use today, you got to store it, you got to move it, you got to clean around it. So my idea is to find some of those products that the company has gifted you or you got as an incentive or for hosting, and leverage the value of those to get you more business. I mean, you could go sell them, you could give them for a gift to a family member, but that would solve a very short-term thing. But if I use that product to get new business, what a better use of it. So here are some examples. So one way that we've gotten bookings is to take 2 products that you may not need and that you would be willing to give away. Let's say you've got a garlic press and you've got a small bar pan, and you take a picture of yourself holding them on Facebook and you say, hey friends, I'm cleaning out my closet and I have these 2 products that need a new home. I'm giving them away on Friday. Drop a gift below of your favorite food gift, and I'll put you in a drawing for your choice of one of these. And so people are going to comment. People love free stuff, right? And you're going to give one away. You'll do a drawing on Friday. But the trick is to message each of those people and say, hey, thanks for entering my contest. You're in the drawing. You've got a ticket, but I'd love to give you 10 bonus tickets into that drawing if you'd agree to hosting your own fast and fun Facebook party, and you use your lingo, whatever it is that you use to get your virtual parties booked. I usually say fast and fun and free, Pampered Chef party. I promise it's easy, you know, the drill. So that's one way to use some products that you might not need. The other way would be to find a product, advertise that as your free bonus for everybody who books a party yet in February or the first week in March. Again, let's just take the garlic press as an example. You could advertise, send out messages. Hey, I'm looking to see if you'd consider hosting a fast and fun party. To make it even more fun, all hosts that book with me today and tomorrow are going to be in a drawing for a garlic press. So I'd love to have you be in that drawing. What do you think? I think sometimes when we have something extra to offer, it's like a crutch for us, and it's easier for me to message people if I have something in my back pocket. Maybe it's just me, but if the company sent you a garlic press and said, hey, go get some bookings with this garlic press, I bet you would. It's easy. And you think, oh my gosh, who's going to get this garlic press? Another way that you could use it, if you have a small enough item that you'd be willing to give away, let's say you need a booking to start tomorrow. Well, if I could go to a store and buy a booking for a $20 garlic press that really cost me either nothing or $16 or whatever, I probably would grab a booking off the shelf and gladly give that in return, because you're taking a $16 or $20 cost and extrapolating it into $500, $700 worth of sales, and the opportunity to be in front of a whole lot of people and then get future business. So that's one way to think about those products. I'm going to give you some other examples. Now, not everything that I'm going to be sharing with you has a cost to it. But some of them do, and you determine what you can afford. I mean, I understand that everybody doesn't have boatloads. Like, I got product under the bed, in the closet, in the garage, in the basement. It's everywhere. You may not be as lucky or as fortunate as I have been, but you probably have something. And if you didn't have that product in hand, let's say the garlic press, even though you don't have it in hand, you could still offer it as a gift and order it on the party using the host rewards, because that would be a business expense and you could write it off. All right, so another way to think about leveraging, let's say a customer calls you and they have an issue with a Pampered Chef product. Horrors, I mean, we've got great products, nobody has issues, right? But sometimes they've broken something, they've dropped it, it's not covered under warranty. So I always take customer service issues, if it's not an easy fix, and ask them, you know, I can't get it covered under warranty, but I would love to get it for you for free or at a huge discount. What would you think about hosting a fast and fun Pampered Chef party? You'll get the idea here pretty soon, because it's pretty much all the same message. But I do turn a lot of customer service issues into bookings. Let's say you get a customer who wants to place an order and you're really looking for business this month. You need sales. And so you're so excited. Yes, yes, please. You know, order comes in, but don't just stop there. what happens so much is that we just take the low-hanging fruit, like, oh my gosh, an order came in, let me get that written up, type that, put it in and be done with it. No, we want to try to take that customer again to see, first of all, if they would like to have a fast and fun Pampered Chef party on Facebook to get it for free or at a huge discount. I always ask them, and we could still do parties yet this month. It's not like I'm giving up that current sale. I'm talking about telling them, let's do it like right now. Let's get you started, and give them an example of how much they need in sales to make that happen. I mean, we have the most generous host plan on the planet. With 200 in sales, they get an item at half price at least. And at 300, they get 25 and free. So it's easy to turn that single sale into a party. So the biggest thing that I think you can change that doesn't cost a whole lot is the way you use Facebook, how to leverage your time on Facebook. Facebook can be a huge time waster. Would you agree? I mean, it's so easy to scroll. It's so easy to get, distracted out there. But if you could use it for the benefit of your business, now we're talking. So here's a couple of ideas of what you can do on Facebook, which is where it's at, where we all are anyway. So number one, you have to become a really good customer, if you will, or user, or we'll just say user of Facebook. Facebook does not love people just trolling along and not interacting because it's a relationship-based business. So one thing to put on your to-do list is every day on Facebook, you go out and you look for at least 10 posts of people, not your mom and your grandma, but people that you don't interact with daily, and comment on their post with 5 words or more. Just make a comment like, oh my gosh, love that, whatever. Why? Because those build bridges. Those comments will tell Facebook, oh, you interacted with this person. Then when you go and post something on Facebook, I can almost guarantee you that Facebook will send your post out to that person that you interacted with. The problem is people go out on Facebook and they just constantly post content and don't interact. And so that's why you hear crickets when you post things, because you're not connected to people. So make a connection. And it's also easier than if you commented on somebody's post or interacted with them. If you did go back and ask them for a booking, it's sure a lot easier to ask somebody that you just interacted with versus somebody you haven't talked to in a year or 10 years, right? So that's one, Facebook. Go comment on posts. Another thing to do when you're scrolling around Facebook is to look for opportunities like fundraisers. Fundraisers is a great opportunity. You'll see people posting things for, GoFundMes, school fundraisers, 50-50 raffles. It's not like people are seeing anybody anymore. Everything's being done on Facebook, and fundraisers have suffered because kids aren't in school selling their candy, their cookies. We don't see anybody. So a Pampered Chef fundraiser can be the perfect dovetail to whatever they're doing. But you have to send the message. So you might send a message, hey, I'd love to help support the fundraiser you were chatting about. What would you think about posting a fast and fun Facebook fundraiser? I'll help you earn cash instead of host rewards. What would you think? You get the idea. And I see them all the time, right? Another thing on Facebook is, did you know that you can find people's birthdays, right? So everybody's got a birthday, right? So you could use Facebook birthday. There's a way to find out who has a birthday in February. Do you think I could figure it out before I came online? I'm desperately messaging my daughter like, hey, how do you find everybody's birthday that's in February? Because I've used this idea before, but in the pinch, I couldn't figure it out. You will, you're smart, and you're much younger than me. So, or if you can't find that report, here's what we've done before. We go and we post on our Facebook, well, oh my gosh, my daughter's birthday is in March. Who shares her birthday? Well, these people will tell you that their birthday's in March. Why? Because people love to talk about themselves. They love to share information. They love to give opinions. So what are you going to do? You're going to message all of those March birthdays. Oh my gosh, So thanks for letting me know your birthday's in March. I'd love to throw you a birthday party on Facebook through a Pampered Chef Fun and Fast virtual party. It's the same thing. I'm gonna have a party, and you know, do you need to change your whole template? Heck no. You put a birthday post in there and you're done. Put a birthday cake in. So you can use the list, or you can, you know, message for those, bringing people to you. So what I always say, tell people is try not to just put a post out on Facebook that says, hey, who wants to book a party? It just doesn't work. First of all, it's a cold post. It's Facebook's probably not going to send it out to many people, and it's not very personal. It just doesn't work. And what that does is it kind of, especially if like nobody comments, then you're like going, oh, and it doesn't show well. And so I always am going to encourage you to always keep your ask in private. You always are creating interest. You're generating business and interest on the public forum, but you always ask for the booking in a private message. It works better every single time. So the thing, like I told you before, the thing that I know is that people love to give you their advice. They love to comment. They love to tell you. So you want to use posts like, let's say, for instance, you have a bar pan, and you could take a picture of yourself. And did you know Facebook likes personal pictures better than stock photos? Stock photos are used over and over, and Pampered Chef, or excuse me, Facebook can tell if it's you or if it's just some image that you've gotten from somewhere. So use your own pictures. You know what's even better? Do you have a cute kid? Well, even if you don't have a cute kid, find some kid, have them hold the bar pan, and put a post out like, hey, you know, Aiden and I are looking for something to bake in my bar pan this Saturday. What have you guys made in a bar pan? People will start to type in, oh my gosh, you could make Mississippi mud cake. You could make blah, blah, blah. Again, people are gonna give you their opinion. Now you've got a connection with somebody. Now they've given you info. So now you could message them back, hey, Kay, thanks so much for that. Hey, I'd love that recipe for the Mississippi mud cake. And you know, by the way, I don't know if you know, but in February, I'm booking parties for Fast and Fun Facebook parties, and our stoneware is one of the host bonuses. And you can get an entire set for a super duper deal. And I'd love to have you as one of my hosts. What would you think about hosting a party? I like to bring people to me. And that's what these posts do, is it brings people into my sphere that I can message versus always going out and doing cold messaging. And the idea here, friends, is that eventually, if you get like this going, you're not going to always have to be looking for your friends and family and contacts to book parties. We're going to book them from within parties. But guess what? Even I sometimes have to go out and get new blood. And new blood means finding people that are not connected with a current party, because it brings in a whole new set of people. So you remember the post I said about holding the two products. Last fall, I held up the insulated bowl and the small cast iron skillet, the enameled one. And I said, you know, which one would, you know, you love to have in your kitchen? Drop a gift below. I got 22 bookings, and I gave away one of those pans. So it was like a $40 investment, but I got 22 bookings from it. And so it was well worth the time spent. Does it take a while to message everybody? Oh my gosh, yes. But now you're investing in something that's going to probably lead to good results. You're investing your time and your money. All right, so let me look at my notes here, and let's get another idea. All right, so let's talk about leveraging what the company gives us, which is an amazing host plan. And one of the benefits is the 3 booking bonus. So let's talk about, are you using it to your advantage and really getting your host on board with understanding that this is for her, that we're trying to get her 3 bookings for her, $50 in a gift certificate after the 3rd is booked, or, you know, a gift certificate, if you will, or a credit. So you cannot just post in a party, hey, you know, host is going to get 3, with 3 bookings is going to get a gift. We can remind people, that works a little bit, but you could do something like a countdown in your party. It's got to be very specific. Oh my gosh, thank you, Mary, for booking your party. Our host, Karen, is just 2 bookings away from a $50 gift. I know we can make it happen for her. Who's in? Who will help? it's a very specific ask, and it's kind of like a countdown, if you will. People sometimes will just book parties to help, and so you've got to bring them into that. But remember that your host also needs to be your partner in this. So make sure you're messaging and talking to your host and letting her know, like when you get the first booking, somehow, some way, you message the host, Karen, oh my gosh, good news. We've got one booking. We're down to just needing 2. Who do you think might book? Would you send out a message? Here's a graphic to send to your friends. Get her working on this, and don't wait till the end of the party to do this. Do this throughout the party. So this is leveraging the company's bonus offer and making it work, and not just leaving it kind of like, oh, by the way, you could have gotten a $50 gift if you'd had 3 bookings, but oh, well, you didn't get them. Now, we're going to try to get them for that host all throughout the party. And don't forget that the host can be that 3rd booking. If you got the 2, you tell the host, look, I can rebook you. In 6 months, we always have a new catalog. And do the math, friends. It doesn't matter what month they're holding. In 6 months, there always will be a new catalog and new products to share. So even if she gets her 3 bookings, you always work to rebook the host and let her know new season's going to be out, new catalog. How fun will that be? Let's do a holiday party, etc., etc. All right, you getting all this? Am I going too fast? You got it? We're good? All right. So now let's talk about leveraging the customers that you have in your current parties, which to me are the biggest source, biggest gold mine. If you can just think of all these people that are in a party, you've got 30 and 40 brand new shiny faces that you have not worked with before, and you are going to make it a goal to find some of them to book parties, at least the 3. And it's just sometimes when you change the way you think about this, like we work really hard to get the sales, but that's just the beginning. The bookings and recruiting the host is where the future business lies. So again, instead of just taking the sales and being very happy with them, which is amazing, put as much emphasis and priority on the booking and the recruiting as you do on the current sales, because that's leverage. That will take what you've got today and give you rewards tomorrow. So this is an idea that my team has been using, and it's a little different way of choosing winners in parties. So we all have different methods of choosing who wins the prize. It's usually season's best cookbook. Woo, you're welcome, $2 cookbook. But so we have like early bird drawings maybe, or we have an end of party drawing. So what we do is on the last day of the party's over, you're wrapping it up, we make everybody a winner. Everybody wins. It's the call of the new millennials. Like nobody wants to, like every kid who plays soccer gets a ribbon, even if you sit on the bench the whole time. Whoop, participation. We're going to give them a gift. And so the idea is to create different groups of winners. So I'll give you some examples and then I'll tell you how it works. So let's say you have an entire category of early bird winners. It's not just one person wins the early bird, it's everybody who ordered by the early bird date. It could be game player winners. These are the people that played the games well and blah, blah, blah. It could be rock star guest category, chatty Cathy's, social butterflies. We had 10 orders prize winners. We had a $600 party. I mean, basically it can be any category you want. Usually we pick about 4 categories. All right, so after the party we've gotten the orders in, now you go in and announce your prizes, and you can find many, many images out there of, game winners or whatever. So, hey, congratulations to these guests who won our early bird contest. And you tag maybe 10 people, all the people that are, ordered in time for early bird. Let's just say that. And then you put a comment in there like, hey, I'll be sending you a message about your prize, so check your other messages. Now you've tagged them, right? And you're going to send them a message. Now you could take it one step further, but you have to do this slowly, of course, because Facebook is cray-cray. You could send a friend request. So you could say, I'm sending you a friend request and a message about your prize. Check your other inbox. Okay, so you've tagged 10 people and they all won the prize. What are you going to send to them? Hey, thanks for being a part of Karen's Fast and Fun Pampered Chef Facebook party. Congratulations, you won the early bird drawing. I have a free, no, not free, I want to say, I have one of my favorite e-cookbooklets to send you as a prize. However, I would love to upgrade your prize to, and you choose what you're willing to give as a small gift if they were to book a party. I've used images of like $10 items, $15 items, and you send that out to that block of people. And then you rest a little bit, and then you work on another block. Game players. Hey, congratulations. Thanks for being part of Karen's party. You won our game players drawing. And it's always amazing that I always think, aren't these people going to figure this out? Or aren't they going to ask like, well, how did I win it? Heck no. When you put you're a winner, congratulations, all bolded up, they don't care. They don't care. Girls and guys, one of my directors did this for her parties that closed on a weekend, right? She runs like 4 parties a week like we're supposed to. She got 19 bookings sending out these messages. Is it going to take time? Absolutely. It absolutely takes time. So you've got to make time, but it works, because what you have to think about is usually who we message are the people who've already ordered, or the people who or the ones that kind of stuck out. They did, interact a lot. And I work with those people mostly. But if I need bookings, this is what we do. And and you think about it, usually there's 30 to 40 people in a party. So you're not like messaging hundreds of people, but you are messaging 30 to 40, and it does take some time, and you do want to space it out so you're not sending these posts out or messages right away. Now, if you're a person who says, no, you can try in your post saying, hey, these people, tag them, you won our early bird drawing, message me to claim your prize. Okay, so you could reverse it and get them to message you if that's your preference. You don't get as much response because this is your business. They don't always do it, but you know where to find the e-cookbooklet. So what we're offering them, guys, is a free cookbook. Just send them one. Pick one of the 5 that we offer, and okay, well, thanks, you don't want a book, here's an e-cookbook. All right, so there you go. So that is how you can get many more bookings from the parties that you're running right now and leverage those customers, okay? All right, so here is another idea. So for past customers and hosts. So let's say last fall you ran some parties and you didn't get the bookings that you thought you would. Maybe you weren't using any of these methods. We've got a whole lot of customers back in, October, November, December, January, it doesn't matter, past customers and hosts. You could make these last 2 weeks of February your customer appreciation weeks. Woohoo! What does that mean? Nothing. It just means that you're going to be messaging people and saying, hey, thanks so much for being part of my Pampered Chef business. I love having customers and hosts like you. And to thank you, I'm running a customer appreciation event for the rest of February. If you would consider hosting a fast and fun Facebook party, I would love to give you blank. Something small that you're willing to give. If not, then you could go back to that idea of putting them in a drawing for a prize, like, hey, because it's my customer appreciation month, all of my hosts in February are going into a drawing for this lovely parting gift, like they do on game shows, and I'd love to have you in the drawing. But another way to get bookings is to ask people to be a tester of a brand new product that's not even coming out till March, but that you could get them now. And guess what those are, friends? It's our $7 lemon garlic, and it's our $9 everything but the pizza seasoning. These are not launching, but we can get them on their party right now. Sandy, as far as the wording that I'm going, you can listen to this again and you can type. I don't have these words written out. They just come absolutely naturally. So Sandy, I'm hoping that you'll be able to listen again and capture them. I'll try to keep repeating them. So thank you, Sandy, for that. So you're going to be asking people, hey, would you be willing to test a new product that's coming out in March? by hosting a fun and fast Facebook party in February, and I'll get you one to get in your kitchen and you can give me your opinion. Would you be willing to spend $7 or $9? And sometimes that excitement of a new product, especially with your Pampered Chef junkies, will get them going and go, yeah, I'll be a tester for you. All right, so let's talk about leveraging current host specials. So in February, they just knocked it out of the park. Thank you, Home Office, for offering stoneware and cookware, two of our most beloved product lines that we've just unfortunately not been able to offer. So who do you know that wanted those products and couldn't get them? So how could you leverage those past customers? So remember, an idea or so before I talked about the customer appreciation. Now you could even go into closed parties and put a post in there about any of these things, because those party groups are still open. The algorithms are kind of shot, but if you tagged everybody in the party, they would see your post. So if you've got open parties, open groups that you never deleted, which I never do, probably that's why I'm always in Facebook jail. No, I'm not. I've only been in twice. And they gave me time out. You could go in and create a post. Hey friends, good news. Back in October or November, our stoneware wasn't available, but it's available this month for hosts. Let me know, drop me a note, comment here, tag me if you want in on this deal. Post the February host special, post the March host special. Even if you got one booking from it, it would be worth that 1 second time to put that post in there. You could put something out on Facebook about stoneware and cookware again, like do something like, who's been missing these two products? Me, comment below, drop a GIF if you need or want any Pampered Chef stoneware or cookware. Then you can message them again and say, oh my gosh, that's the host special. All right, where's my number 9? I know I got a 9 here. Oh, here it is. All right. The last idea I have for you is I see a lot of people will do things like a 10 product challenge. I see those on Facebook quite often, like, hey, I've been challenged to sell 9 mix and shops. I've been challenged to sell, 10 mix and shops, usually 10, 10 whatever. So a lot of times you can get those orders in and you can scrounge up $150 or $200 in sales, which is nice. But you know what I'm going to tell you? I don't want to just take a sale for a mix and shop. I want to turn it into either a bigger order. So I'm going to ask them, okay, so I can start a cart for you. We have a free gift with an $80 order. Is there anything else that you need? Or do you think anybody in your family needs anything? Or I'm going to say, what would you think about, I hate to say the words again. What would you think about hosting your own fast and fun Facebook party on? It's free and it's fun, and I'll do all the posting, and you'll invite friends and enjoy the host rewards and the party. What would you think? I would love to give you the mix and shop for free, if you would have the party. Or if you don't want to give it free, tell them they can earn it free with their host rewards. Not everything has to cost money, and I hate to be like that, but sometimes if I'm needing bookings, then I'll spend that little bit of money to get the bookings. And, there's times in your lives when we have issues. When both of my parents died, my mom died last year, and I really suffered. My business really suffered that month. It was tough. And you guys have issues like that. You have, things that come up. And so when you have those things, the beauty of Pampered Chef is that you could take a day or a weekend and only focus on that one thing, getting business booked again, and you're right back in the saddle. And that's what I love about Pampered Chef the most, is that there's ways to get it back. There's people here to encourage you, to give you the ideas and say, go do it. You can do this. I've done it. Most of my friends have had to do it. We get our business going again and we're smooth sailing again. So I hope that you've gotten enough ideas to say, this weekend is a perfect weekend to start doing some reach outs and trying some of these ideas and seeing what we can change, so that we, instead of focusing on just a very quick reward, thinking about always, how can I take this and leverage it, build it, grow it, improve on it, and get something in the future. It's not an either or, it can be both, right? So I'd love to answer your questions. I hope that was helpful. And I think I covered all my info because I talk so fast.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, Marna. That was fabulous. I'm going to be watching this again so that I can take notes because there were so many unbelievably great nuggets in there around the concept of leveraging, which is really, you can use it in so many different ways, as you said, in booking, selling, and recruiting. So thank you so much for that. We do have a Q&A tab, and also I think there might be some questions, maybe in the chat is moving quickly. This will be posted, yes. So to answer that question, in Director Success and Director Support on Facebook within the next 28 to 48 hours. I'm reading the comments. Thank you for the information. I will watch it again. This is gold. Just really very helpful, lots of great ideas. If anyone has a question, feel free to type it into the Q&A tab. I know Marna is here and, as she said, would be very happy to answer any questions you may have. Let's see.
And then, I know the question was asked, what's the verbiage? And,
yes,
I can type up something. I can maybe, I can say it again. I mean, everything, what I do is the first message always pertains to whatever idea that I'm using, whether it's dropping a GIF or whatever. But then the meat of it is always an inviting ask, making it sound super simple to host a party. I mean, you saw how it just rolls off my lips, and it's because I ask, guys, I cannot tell you how many people I ask a day to host a party. And, I get a success rate sometimes of 3 in 10, but the average is 1 in 10. So you can't get discouraged if you send out 3 messages and you don't get a booking, because that's not in the numbers. I was a numbers girl when I worked my day job, and all I did is run numbers, and the numbers will show it takes 1 in 10. So for Lady Chef 2000, your problem is asking my words verbiage. Simple as this. What would you think about hosting a fast and fun party all on Facebook? It's just 5 days of games and food and recipes and fun. I'll do all the posting and create the group. You'll just invite friends and enjoy the party and the rewards. What would you think? I'd love to work with you. And I always try to have something at the end like, what would you think? Would you give it a try? It's free to try. Anything like that that leaves them with a question of like that they would respond to. So I always like to use, the words
so
fast, fun, and free basically ties it up. If you can incorporate those words, I don't try to belabor a ton. Here's the deal. Sometimes we try, if you're sending a message to somebody, the rule is it should fit in. When they open up your message, it should fit in the phone. They should not have to scroll. So sometimes our messages are like this long and people are going like, oh. And you give them too much info. Too much info scares them away. I want to wet their whistle a little bit, if you will. I want to kind of pique their interest. And then let's say they say, oh, I don't know, message me later. I might, or next month or whatever, then I could say, well, our February special is good through the end of February. I could still get you in, because then I've got something to throw back out at them. If I tell them everything and they make a decision on every little bit of info, then I have nowhere to go. So you make it so that, do you do a grand prize? Do you find people get annoyed the winning prize is only a key book? So I do. And I do have a grand prize, Stacy. I do a drawing for the early bird. One person wins a season's best cookbook, and I do send it to them. I package up a season's best. I put in a mini catalog. I put in a little sticker that says, you won the prize. Take 20% off a future order by calling or messaging me. That's my grand prize, if you will. And I also give that prize for the early bird. So nobody has ever said to me, wow, what a cheap prize, Stacy. This kind of thing, I feel you don't have to spend a lot of money on. I want to save my prize money for people who will do business with me. I'm cheap, if that makes any sense. So love the fast, fun, and free. Use those words, Sandy, and just keep it simple and keep repeat. You know, this business is simply wash, rinse, repeat. We do the same thing over and over. And that's the thing that you have to know too. To run a successful business, you have to work consistently. That's what happens. Sometimes we'll drop the ball. We don't have any bookings. We don't have any business. So we just don't work all week. Let me tell you this. If you, by chance, don't have any bookings this week, you must work the same amount of hours that you would have if you had parties to get business for next week. You got to ensure your future. You just can't say, well, I guess that's it. I guess I take a week off and watch Bridgerton, which I'm addicted to. I don't know, never watched TV, and somebody told me to watch this series. Totally off subject, but anyway, you know, you can't do that. You've got to devote time. And I mean, I think that the prime hours for mining for bookings is in the evening, 7 to 9. So don't waste that time. Those are the hours. Don't waste your time sending messages when people won't see them. You got to send them when people are going to see them, which is usually in the evening.
Those are great tips.
I'm still fairly new and have a small customer. I feel like I have oversaturated my contacts with PC opportunities, but not getting responses. I'm a little stuck where to go from there. So, you know, Brittany, I think people can identify with what you're saying. I promise you that the business is not just in your inner circle of family and friends. It's going to be that outer circle. So sometimes posting some of those things that will bring people in. Or the other thing you could do, Brittany, is to think about who do you know. Let's say you make a list of family, friends, people from work, people you know because of a husband or spouse, people you know because of your kids. And then you think, okay, who do I know because of them? Like I could take my sister as an example. My sister's probably not going to have a party with me, but she has a daughter, a daughter-in-law, a sister-in-law. She works with people. She's got neighbors. And I try to think outside the box of not just this very small circle, because what you have to do is blow out of your inner circle to make this business the booming, huge success. So, you know, it could just take 2 parties that will get you out, because then you're going to use some of these tips to really focus on those new people that are brought in and get bookings from them, or go back to your parties that you've had and start mining there. You've got customers there that didn't book. What could you do with them to get some business? My business is successful without any friends and family support. It hurts in a way, but too bad for them. Cheryl, when I started my business in 1997, I was estranged from my family. My family had disowned me for getting a divorce. Imagine that. And so for 4 years, I didn't have any support from them. I built my business entirely outside my family. I had no family support at all. It probably was a blessing because it didn't get me stuck in that loop. It was always people I didn't know. And I really like the idea of when you do get a new booking, some new, we call it new blood. Sounds terrible, but new blood. You get new blood, then you are going to work really hard in those parties to get your future bookings, because it is all new blood and it will lead you outside. You know, that's how you get business all over the country, is when you start mining in these new bookings. So Brittany, don't give up there. All I'm telling you is go find 2 parties. You'll be right back in the saddle. And you could say to, you know, if you've got a very good friend who hasn't done a party yet, oh, this is another idea that's really worked now that we're rambling on, because I can ramble, trust me.
You love it. It's okay.
Another idea that we've done is to post a picture of the United States map on Facebook. So go out and Google Images, find a picture, you post it, and all you say is, hey, I'm in a contest to see if I know somebody in all 50 states. Drop your name below and tell me what state you're in, and I'll do a drawing on Sunday night from everybody who comments. Guess what? You're going to message them with, oh my gosh, thanks for commenting that you're from Maryland. Hey, as part of this contest, I'm looking for a booking or a party, a Facebook Pampered Chef Facebook party in every state. Would you be willing to be Miss Maryland? Use the words Miss Maryland, Miss North Dakota. It's the most bizarre thing. Oh, I'd be Miss Maryland for you. Okay. But you are looking now for people far and wide. What if you got 2 bookings from that post? Yay. So everything you try is going to most likely bring you something. And you're drawing on Sunday for what state do you live in? It could be a season's best cookbook and a brand new catalog, and ship it off to them. Bye-bye now. There's your prize. I mean, it doesn't have to be big, just something little, but you're bringing people to you. This is what it's attraction. I don't want to go chase. I want to bring in. And if you'll start to do that, guys, it'll change the way you do business forever. I promise you.
Absolutely. Brittany said, I'm on it, going to make an inner circle, outer circle chart. I've never thought of it that way. So helpful.
Good.
What great tips, Marna. Thank you so much, and great questions. Thank you to everyone who has attended. We're just about ready to wrap up. I really want to thank you, Marna, for sharing your inspiring, very inspiring story with our directors today. Your tips on, again, the concept of leveraging your business. Those tips are really powerful and are surely going to lead our directors to success. Lots of fun activities and ideas, both tried and true. So, you know, directors, I'd really like you to think about Marna's words today and make a plan to be proactive and really take action every single day so that you can build the business of your dreams, just like Marna did. You know, it's your story today, Marna, really showed our directors and myself that really, if you put your mind on your dreams and you take action and just keep going, that you can make those dreams happen. So be inspired by whatever drives you. And keep inspiration close to you, and then use that inspiration to take that action so that you can have everything that you dream of. And once again, thank you, Marna, for taking the time to speak with us today. You've touched many of us with your words of wisdom and experience, and we truly appreciate you. I appreciate you for agreeing to come on today. So
you're welcome, everybody. Just take a couple of ideas, try them today, think again. I mean, you can't do like 5 posts on Facebook. You can't hold the 2 pictures up and do the booking across America. Just know that. Try something, and tell your friends to watch the video when it comes up in Director Success, because, you know, I want to be Miss Michigan. I want everybody to watch my video.
So I think you already are Miss Michigan. So yeah, you are. Right. And thank you everyone for listening in today. You took the time to invest in yourself, and that is a big step towards your success. So thank you, Marna. Thank you
guys. Good luck.
Yeah. Bye, everyone. Take care.
At conference or whatever. See you soon. Bye, Karen. Thanks for asking.
Thank you.